this definitely hit a lot of character development for, like, especially Kaba in this episode of Dragon Ball Super. Like, not normally is it the forefront for characters that have an entire episode to help them kind of grow and especially express it through battle, but for once it's a rare change in Super, since a lot of the time, like, it's normally, hey, you see that dude? Yeah, I'ma punch him really hard. And to be fair, Kaba did do that, but it did give a lot of more, like, resolution to exactly what Vegeta's goal is entirely of this arc, and the same thing as Kaba as well. And with some worrying things, though, for the future for a lot of the other Saiyans in this arc. So the only real bit that we got of any other characters, mainly from Universe 7 for the most part, with Goku and the gang, was pretty much Goku is trying to save the stamina, and he's getting attacked by some irrelevant robots, so it's like, hey, he's distracted for a while, so he isn't just sitting around. And the same thing with Piccolo and Gohan, for the most part, where they were just fighting the Namekians, and I thought that they would have a little bit more focus on, but they're like, just deal with them, and the only kind of real bit of fluff piece and information that we get about these guys is that they're pretty goddamn strong for Namekians. Like, they're pretty much like on the same level, I'd say, on Piccolo from the way that they're kind of guessing it. And then Eden as well, when we had that was just pretty much the, like, ideal mostly part for the Universe 7 in this style. It was honestly focusing on the Universe 6 Saiyans for this episode, as mainly as, like, Kaba and Kale are, like, trying to, like, conserve their energy for the most part, and even as well with Kale, like, they're like, yeah, like, our potential is so goddamn huge, but Kaba realizing that, you know, these are our two, like, aces in the hole, that we've got to make sure, like, these girls know, like, have, like, some strength left, because they're the only, like, strongest people we've got pretty much on the team. Like, Universe 6 is one of the few, like, remaining that still has some strong fighters left in there, like, definitely as well from what we get to see, like, from there. Like, Kaba, like, especially was kind of the weak thread that they had for the most part, but even he realizes, like, if we lose Cauliflower and if we lose Kale, this is gonna be a problem for the most part. And so he's like, alright, you girls, go and conserve some of your strength, and I'm gonna fight this, like, weird fucking, like a bitch that just, like, transforms into a bowling ball, like, and I was like, yeah, this is clearly, like, some fucking nothing character that we get to see in there. And I kind of wish there was someone a little bit more prominent from one of the other universe that, like, at least Kaba got to fight. But she was just fucking nothing for the most part. What's my power? I can turn myself into a bowling ball, and I'm gonna run your ass down. And for the first half of this episode, Kaba was fucking pathetic. He was just like, I think I could buy them time. I'm gonna work on that. And it's like, and even Vegeta mentions this when he fucking pulls him out. It's like, what the fuck is this? Like, you're supposed to be a Saiyan, right? You fucking disgust me. Like, he pulls him up and he's like, you need to actually legit know what Saiyan pride is, like, out of here. And, like, they have this really nice little moment, like, between the two of them, where, like, Vegeta just punches the bitch away, saying, fuck off, I'm talking here, knocks the bitch clean out. So you already know, like, this is nothing for Vegeta. Like, clearly, this is just not even a fucking challenge for him. And he mentions that, look, like, this is, like, the whole plan, which was a nice character moment they mentioned from, like, from what we got from the Universe 6 arc. They mentioned it was like, oh, I guess you won't be able to see my king, and you won't be able to see, like, you know, the Universe 6 that you kind of wanted to, like, to get to see all the Saiyans. And we had such a nice moment where it was like, don't worry, like, if I win the Dragon Balls, I'm gonna resurrect you guys. I'm gonna resurrect Universe 7 so you guys can see that. And the G is, like, getting a little bit cocky, like, as he just takes a moment just to realize what he was gonna do, and he's like, trust me, guys, I'm gonna resurrect you guys, don't worry and all that. Universe 7 has got this in the bag. And he just kind of leaves off, and as he goes to fight Toppo, that was like, he wanted a piece of Jiren, but he was like, Jiren, like, was just still there meditating, but no, Toppo was like, you gonna fight me? And he's like, I don't deal with, like, second class, like, fighters. And he's like, oh, funny, I thought you was the second class guy compared to Goku. That triggers him, and he's like, I am about to fucking deck Toppo in his face. I am had enough of that bullshit. Whilst, like, we get to see the rest of Kaba's fight between the bowling bitch, and finally get to see him surpassing his own limits and getting into Super Saiyan 2. Like, I definitely, like, this is the one thing and all that. It was a nice character moment for Kaba, but wow, like, Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2 is, like, completely nothing at this point. It was even that, well, like, when we got to see, like, Goten do it for the first time, where it's just like, yeah, no, any Super Saiyan can just, like, you can just do it at any point now at this point. And, like, Super Saiyan 2, not really that much of a challenge for the most part. Even though, like, we used to have such an emotional moment, like we got to see Goku had to, like, be dead to even get to this one and transcend like his he had to have not the physical restraints of a human body to even get into that form. Same thing with Super Saiyan 3, it was even taken upon your life force, and like Gohan had to surpass his own limits after seeing one of his tragic friends lost. Kaba was like, oh, my friends are gonna get beaten up, but then again he's like, this is like, if I don't win this, the entirety of the universe is going to be completely destroyed at this point. So I guess it's some kind of requirement, but it's not. Honestly, it wasn't as epic as it was like in the original shows. And like it was like strong, and it's like, yeah, you defeated this bitch, but I guess that's just the thing. It's like you used it to defeat just a kind of real no-name for the most part in the tournament. Also as well, like the way how like Kaba got taken out was at least a little bit better than all that. It was Frieza kind of being a real dirtbag, cleaning up after everything, and like even I kind of appreciated like a lot from like what we got to see from here. Like I love Champa in this episode. Champa was like, yeah, the G and all that, you're a great guy and all that, even though like he's originally was like, just play it safe, everyone just keep it around, we've got some numbers right now, we can use this to win. And then it's like Vados is just like, wait, didn't you just save them just to play safe? And then he's like, it's like, I didn't say nothing, just do what you do. Champa had me dying. I love like the brothers and all that. I love the God of Destruction brothers. They are so hilarious when it comes to some of this point and all that. Like, but overall, Frieza taking him out, I was like, fine. It was weird that like you got to see how his strength was, that Frieza actually had to use his golden form though. So it was like, oh, I guess that was somehow fine, like his strength. Like, it's still weird the fact that like Kaba, like, I guess they're really trying to say like how far that these like Saiyans can actually go in these other universes for the most part. And with how it is looking next week, I am worried because it seems like Goku is going to go against the girls next time. Like we're going to have Cauliflower and Kale going against him, and it's like he's like, oh, I'm still recovering. Oh, I'll show these guys like Super Saiyan 3 though. I'm going to see if they can get to that level. And I was like, oh, like it honestly looks like the fucking Saiyan girls are going to get taken out next week. Like it's going to seem like it's going to come out really shitty as well. It's like I'm barely able to stand Goku is going to be the one to take him out, and it's like, oh god, please no. No, like I'd kind of wish them to go out in a better way, like for the most part, kind of like how even hit and all that for the most part. But considering that it's like halfway, we're like barely like just halfway over the time limit now, I'm guessing they're like, yeah, let's just clean up all these characters, let's just go and take care of all of them. But for the most part, I did enjoy for the most part Kaba. I think honestly I enjoyed more of like kind of the character stuff that we had more than I did the fighting. I generally thought like the character like Kaba was fine. I honestly don't even remember her fucking name. She's nothing. Like, but the moment, I think the best moment was the moment between like Kaba and the G. I think that was the best part of the entire episode. Like, I mean, Goku's fighting like just some robots, so it's fucking nothing. Hoping to see a little bit more on the Namekians, but I don't think we're really gonna get that and all that for Gohan and Piccolo. But overall, like, it was an alright episode, but I am not looking forward to the most part of this next episode, though. I am not looking forward to the Goku versus, like Kale and Cauliflower fight. I think that's going to be fucking terrible. Like, I already saw, like, the preview for that, and I'm like, eesh. I'm not looking forward to that, like, but we'll have to wait and see. Overall, on that, pretty decent episode for the most part. But that's all from me. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys, though, next time.